2 on EA Sports. And today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Colts and the football team next on EA Sports.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts
and the Washington football team.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field.
As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Grover Stewart coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Wentz going to throw.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They go play action now. Lawrence
rolling to his right.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Meanwhile, Lawrence is throwing to the hands of Pittman here.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look at your play sheet and say this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Wentz to throw. And that's complete. It's Sims. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This defense for the Colts, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Here's Gibson on the read option. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Let's go!
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Play action. It's Lawrence. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
52's the mark, boy, 52. Now to lose one. He's coming. We got double up. 6-6, pull it hard. 52, Mike, 52. And defense. Snap.
Now Lawrence.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
On play action, Lawrence.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Yeah, he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Ball at the 6, 3rd and goal. He's going to be very close to a first down. Good running, but looks like he's a yard short. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Oh, yeah.
Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now 14-0.
Washington 0.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll just take a seat in the drive to get it to 25-yard line. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Wentz. To the right side and complete to Thomas. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Wentz. Got a man, it's Brown. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Let's go, boys, bring it up! At their own 21-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. He's going to air one out. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Wentz. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
58, Mike, 58.
So we got man.
2nd down and goal. Wentz. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Parkey with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go!
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They go play action with Lawrence. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Give him a couple on the scramble and 2nd down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. From the 41, Lawrence. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect it. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they're able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. And we will skip the highlights show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Okay, Coach, Coach. Thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. So here are the Colts to take over. They've won 2 straight and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Here's Lawrence to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Once more, Gibson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half, seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try to chip someone at the 2nd level.
And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And Parkey's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did hold them to a field goal. Let's go!
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. He's going to take another shot here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Wentz. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Powering forward. It's running. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A big play there on the screen pass. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's a give to Gibson. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Wins his way complete there to Thomas.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the play as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just...
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his third touchdown now on the year.
And Washington has taken the lead.
Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play, attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
That ball caught by Campbell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
First and 10, Taylor now.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
That's not new.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Fourth down, here's Lawrence.
They'll roll him out right. Touchdown, Colts. That's caught. Michael Pittman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Wentz on third down. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work out all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, it's Taylor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Taylor. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 29. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They go play action now. Lawrence, he'll buy some time right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds. 20 seconds to go as he does pick up a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
One final try now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And